Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about how you can upgrade your style in as little as 30 days. It is a brand new year and many of us are setting goals for ourselves, and undoubtedly some of those are going to center around our wardrobes. So in today's video, I've taken a lot of the tips that I've discussed in all of the years I've been on YouTube and the 7+ years I've been cultivating my own wardrobe to distill a simplified list of 6 steps that you can do to upgrade your style and really finally feel comfortable with the clothes you have and really work with what you have to enjoy it for the long haul. So let's get started. So the first step in this process is to get inspired and really take in as much inspiration as possible. I think it's really hard to upgrade your style or find your personal style if you're really starting fresh, if you don't have kind of an idea of what you want to look like. And for me personally, having a very clear visual in my mind makes all the difference. So I love gathering inspiration. I do it all the time. You can see my Pinterest board. I'll link it here for you and down in the description box, but it's chock full of kind of the same pieces restyled different ways and different color palettes and hairstyles. And over the years, I've really gotten into the habit of collecting inspiration and then continually going back through that to look for common themes and really dissect images to understand why I love them more than just mindlessly saving things. Which brings us very nicely into the second step in this process, and that is to dissect your inspiration images. So whether that's 4 images or 400 images, I really encourage you to take the time to go through them and just jot down some common themes. So maybe you start noticing that a lot of the outfits feature a basic white shirt. Write that down. Maybe you're noticing that a lot of the outfits feature a similar color palette. And then also pay very close attention to styling and things about each outfit that make you really drawn to it. So maybe it goes beyond just the basic shirt and jeans, and it's more about how the person in the photo has styled it. Maybe she's buttoned it all the way up or left it unbuttoned or layered necklaces with it. That was a huge revelation that I had in my personal style journey last year, and I've been fully on board with that ever since, and it's really paid off for me. And then also in this, pay really close attention to the beauty notes. So things like the hairstyle, the hair length, the hair color. And that's something that I've been really starting to do a lot more because I've been on this journey for a while now, about 7 years of really trying to streamline my closet and end up with a personal style that I really love. And one of the things that I kind of took for granted was my hairstyle. I had the same hair for a very long time. And then a couple months ago, I think it was in October or November, I cut my hair. I got a brand new style. I cut it shorter. It's grown a bit since then, but I've started to play with it more. And I can't even tell you how much of a difference that's made to my overall style. I like my clothes more now. I feel like they look different, even though they're the same pieces I've been wearing, just by styling them with different jewelry, maybe tucking them in or leaving them out, belting them, and then playing with hair and makeup. I'm able to transform my wardrobe and upgrade my style in a way that I had overlooked a lot before. Given the consumer culture that many of us live in, it can be very tempting when you think of an upgrade to think you need to buy new things. But I actually totally disagree. And instead, step 3 is to go into your closet and pull out things that you already have that fit the upgrades you hope to make. So again, if that was a white shirt and a pair of jeans but styled slightly differently, pull out your white shirt and your jeans and then play around with them. And then also take away anything that doesn't represent the upgrades you want to make or the direction you see your style going, but don't get rid of them yet. It is way too early in the process to start purging things. And I know, especially at the start of a new year, it's so tempting to just wipe everything clean, get rid of a bunch of stuff and feel light, literally, physically. So I encourage you not to do that yet because you may regret it. And instead, take anything that you're unsure about, anything that doesn't really fit your upgrades you want to make or the new style you hope to achieve, and put them in a container or move them to the back of your closet. And then allow yourself to revisit them over the next couple months. Now that your closet is chock full of the pieces that represent the upgrades you hope to make or the direction you see your personal style going, I encourage you to find a couple uniforms that you can make using these pieces. So when I talk about uniforms on this channel, I mean a combination that makes you feel great, so the fit is perfect, it's effortless for your lifestyle, and it allows you to dress it up or down and add different accessories, change up your hair and change up your shoes, but ultimately always feel like you. So I love uniforms. I think they're really freeing. And as soon as I discovered this piece of the puzzle a couple years ago, it made a world of difference. So personally, a uniform that I love is a basic top and jeans or pants, depending on the time of the year. hair, and then cute shoes. I can change that up in a variety of ways to suit any season, any event, any location, any mood, and it always feels like me. So I really encourage you to find that for yourself. And chances are it's either something you've already been wearing on repeat, or it's something that you saw represented a lot in the inspiration images you gathered. So make sure you find a couple of those. Literally put them together in your closet. So hang your pants with your shirt with the shoes right below it, and then you'll find that as you're getting dressed, you'll start reaching for those and really start to allow yourself to experiment with them with styling and really start to feel if they are working for you or not. Step 5 is to live with everything you did in steps 1 through 4 for at least 30 days. So you're really going to want to be mindful of the uniforms you pulled aside, the inspiration images that you took note of, any styling points that you jotted down, any hairstyles you thought looked great, new makeup things you wanted to play around with, and really try utilizing them. Really dive in and be wholly involved in this process. When I first started this many years ago, I did it for the very first time, I think about 8 years ago, and I lived with my newly simplified closet that represented my effortless, classic, timeless style that I wanted to see myself wearing, and I lived with it for I think 3 or 4 months. Yes, because I believe it was a proper capsule, so I did 1 full season. And during that time, I wrote down notes of how often I wore things I never reached for, and then also anything that I had already stored when we did in step 3, I believe it was, and anytime I wished that I had had it back in my closet. And then when it came time to really reevaluate everything, I brought those pieces back and then started the cycle over again. So during this process, you're also going to want to take note of any time you wish you had something that you don't already own. So that's going to be maybe a pretty blouse, a nice dress, something that was in your inspiration images, wasn't already in your closet, and you didn't rush out and buy, because step 6 in all of this is to shop very mindfully and consciously. You really don't need as many clothes as you think, and over the years, I've really been able to retrain myself from the desire of always wanting something new, and instead only buying things that I can see myself wearing for a long time, and really enjoying for a long time, and things that will complement my style. So they tend to all mix and match. Everything really goes beautifully together. Everything feels like me, and it works for my lifestyle. So I really encourage you to do that. Take your time with this process. It doesn't have to be 30 days, but it can be 30 days if you're itching to get going. And it's something that should be fun. So really just enjoy it. Have fun looking for inspiration images. Maybe do it with a friend, and you can encourage each other and just make it a really enjoyable time for yourself that you're dedicating to your self-growth. It is all on the outside at the end of the day when you are cultivating a wardrobe, but I think it's really important, and it represents oftentimes how we feel about ourselves on the inside. And you deserve spending the time on yourself to cultivate that. And there you have it. That is how you can upgrade your style in 30 days. These are tips that I have been using on rotation for many years. They're things that never fail, and they've really allowed me to build a style and thoughtful upgrades that have worked for me for more than just 1 season or 1 year. So I hope that you liked this and it maybe inspired you and got you really excited to build your wardrobe in 2020 and do so mindfully and thoughtfully. So I would love to know in the comments down below what type of content you want to see in the new year. I have some ideas. I've got a really long list of videos, but I would love to add anything to it that you're particularly interested in. And like always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Have a great day.